Hello everybody and welcome to Asakusa. This is the Sanja Matsuri. It is crazy here on the streets. You have the Tokyo Sky Tree up there, and I'll be doing my very best to bring it to you in beautiful 720p, at least for the next 15 minutes or so. I think it's good to get a taste of what this festival is like. Now it says that there's a signal here. I'm not quite sure. We've had some processions going by. You can see the police vehicles in the distance keeping the peace. This has a very well-known reputation, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. Here, the screen's freezing up a little bit here. Just to give you an overview of this festival, let me get the couple of assets here. If you just stay in one spot on the street, the Mikoshi will pass you, which is pretty incredible. So this is from my friends at tokyocheapo.com. So they kind of run through this really quickly on their website, which is great. They keep this up to date. The Sanja Matsuri is known as one of the 3 great Shinto festivals in Tokyo with Kandan Sano. It takes place every year, which is now. This is one of Tokyo's rowdier festivals. Some 2 million spectators typically turn up to watch the rather energetic, sometimes tattooed gentleman doing what can most accurately be described as Mikoshi jousting. It's the Sunday, which is today, is the most exciting, and it's the longest. They started at 8 a.m. today. On Friday, there's a long procession, an opening. They kind of, you can see the colors of the festival on Friday and Saturday, but it's really Sunday, I think, is the big day. And if you wake up earlier, you get to see the people setting up for it, and that's when you get those shots with, those tattooed gentlemen on there. Absolutely. I wanted to show you here. There's people coming back and forth here. How you doing? Leo and Kanai's with me here. Leo's sitting on my shoulders for the longest time. I don't know what's going on with the software here. I apologize. The streaming software is probably an issue. But I've been doing this, coming here for about, I don't know, like 20 some years. Now I think this is the first or the second night, a procession will come in, and I wanted to show you a little bit about the background of this first. If you come on, this was 10 years ago. If you come on different days, different times, you have a different experience. This is the procession coming into Asakusa Shrine. I believe this is the end of it, maybe. This is the end of the 3rd day, which you're gonna see in a few hours from now if you go to Asakusa Shrine. Or maybe it was the end of the 1st day. I can't quite recall because it was 10 years ago. But they bring in the Mikoshi to put them away inside of Asakusa Shrine, not Sensoji Temple. The shrine is the Shinto festival, and the shrine is smaller. It's to the right side of Sensoji if you're coming from Kaminari-mon. The music is there. There's usually a lot of people inside of Asakusa Shrine. It gets really festive. It's a nice feeling. You definitely feel like you're in a festival setting. Let me turn on the volume here. So it's, and there's Mikoshi coming, by the way, so we're gonna see that in a minute as this finishes up. But you can see it's just a lot of people. They say 2 million, but I don't think they actively count that. I think it's like more like 3. It seems like since 2022, the numbers last year were pretty high, and I bet you this is gonna be the highest of them all. We're exceeding tourism numbers. But I'm gonna show you what it's like inside of Sensoji Shrine as they go past, in Sensoji Temple, as they go past the temple. It is pretty crazy. Here they are, they're putting it away. Now this video, sorry for quite close looking at the screen. This is the image of, during the daytime of the 2nd day, which was Saturday. You can see there's a lot of people here as well. It's pretty festive, but not quite like today, the jousting, where there's so many of these Mikoshi going back and forth, seeing who's rowdier, who's crazier, who's more over the top. Sometimes you'll see those tattooed gentlemen on the top of the Mikoshi dancing. And this is the site. Somehow I got up to the steps, and you can see it's packed all the way down to Kaminari-mon, to the great chochin or lantern there. It's pretty loud, a lot of people. This was 10 years ago too. I don't know how many people are here this year, but I can only imagine it's going to be as crazy this year. I've only just gotten here, and this is as far as I've gotten this street I'm on right now because the rain is starting to come down. But 10 years ago, this is what it looked like. What you see is not a lot of smartphones as well. That's kind of interesting historically. As the Omikoshi makes its way around the neighborhoods. It's such a, I mean, if you're in Tokyo at this time, this is the place to be, at least for a little bit, to check it out. A lot of spirit, a lot of energy behind this festival. This was taken with the GH4, the Panasonic camera, way back when. I like that camera. It has a real cinematic feel to it, doesn't it? A little shaky right there. But yeah, the Omikoshi, for your local area, if this is your local Omikoshi, your local portable shrine, you probably have to carry it, and it can get quite heavy quite quickly. There's a lot of backup too, so when you feel like you're gonna pass out, someone else will come in and take over for you. I did it once like 25 years ago. I didn't know much about what I was doing, so I think, look at the little kid on top of Dada's shoulders. Our little girl there, yeah. But they're very heavy. All right, here comes another Omikoshi procession here. Leo's already getting excited. Yeah, women can participate in this as well, Joy. There's nothing limiting anybody from participating into it in this one. They go up and down the streets, the neighborhoods. You don't have to be around Sensoji Temple. You can get around the entire area. Okay, wait, I gotta turn this off here. Check it out. We have, is that Oiran? Leo, look! This is like Oiran, right? Oiran janai? I don't know. It's a Maiko-chan? Maiko? Geisha-san. Ah, geisha ですね。お、すごい。ありがとうございます。綺麗だね。芸者さん。Wow. I thought they were oiran, but they're geisha. Look at the way they walk with the inward toes. Beautiful. I thought they were oiran. It's hard to tell, but they're actual geisha. I think they're from maybe the. Well, she said they're geisha, but they look like they might be kabuki actors. Kabuki janai? Kabuki janai? I don't know. It's hard to say. Nevertheless, sometimes they look like otokonoko janai. I thought they were guys. Yeah, they're like actors here. So it's hard for me to tell. I can't even tell. They're well dressed, but I think they look like kabuki actors. You guys are seeing this live as Omikoshi's passing us here. All you gotta do is just stand here. All you can do is just stand here, and all of them will pass you. You don't actually have to follow them, but it's kind of neat to see. It's kind of neat to see them all come by. On the other side, there's one I think with kids. and getting a chance for the kids. There's Leo right here. Leo's enjoying himself. And they'll come from Asakusa Temple, from Asakusa Shrine, coming down this street into the neighborhoods. And it's quite a long route that they have. Quite a long route. This is exactly where we are in the city of Tokyo. You can see Sensoji marked there. It's sort of in the north. Not that far from the Skytree, as you can see Kaminarimon, the big red Chochin gate, Nakamise Street, the shopping street leading up to it, about 250 meters or so. And they make their way carrying that shrine all up that street, which is probably crowded with people, and then they make a right or a left depending on their neighborhood and their route, and they parade the omikoshi around the streets for kilometers. It's quite a ways. This whole place is packed, and I showed you what this looked like in the video from 10 years ago. I'll show that again because it's just impressive to see with the crowds, but I'm out here because I got a signal, first of all. And second, if you just stand here, they'll just pass you, and you can feel the festival in one spot without having to move around through the crowds. Maybe some secret information there. You don't have to walk around too much, in particular if you're walking around the main street here. Let me go back to this again. This is where, this is right along Nakamise Street. You can see where all the crowded people are in the center, where Asakusa Temple, the Sensoji Temple and Asakusa Shrine are in the back there. Just running through this one more time. This is from 10 years ago. I really went out and staked out some spots. If you do come, bring a ladder. It does help to be above everybody, and make sure you know where you're going. You can get around okay, but you have to be positioned because once the crowds come in, it's really hard to get to another place. But from the steps of Sensoji Temple, you get a really nice view looking down across the entire Nakamise Dori Street and the inner hall of Sensoji Temple here. Look at this. Inner plaza, I guess you'd say. That's a lot of people. Again, they say 2 million, but I think it's closer to 3. It's hard to tell. Another procession is coming this way, so I'm going to turn this off again and bring you back to the live action as we get one more going by here. We can go eat lunch. Go. We can go and eat, yeah. The streets of Asakusa are also really vibrant. I went to an intersection not far away from here. You can see I just got to go around from left to right. The intersections, the streets of Asakusa, or Asakusa, as the locals, people correct me all the time. It looks like this. Just standing in an intersection and looking left, right, center. It's kind of cool. And this is a reason just to walk around. This is why I tell people this is the best place to stay in Asakusa. All right, check it out. A kid's omikoshi going by. So kids get a chance to try it out. It's not too heavy and not too big. You do not have to be Japanese and you don't have to be from the local neighborhood. They're really, really accommodating. People are really friendly on this day and they like to have visitors for sure. I'm always encouraged to take part in the local festivals around Japan. One reason maybe because the population is also decreasing in Japan. So getting more people involved helps to preserve it for years to come. And that's one of the issues with the Japanese, especially outside of Tokyo. The festivals just have less and less people doing it, and some of them have become extinct as a result of that. Probably to be resurrected a little bit later. You can see there's another omikoshi making its way towards us right now. This one looks like a kid's one as well. You can see the festival dress that they have. Some of them are more revealing. It just depends which omikoshi, which area you're representing. But we actually have really good weather for it. It's not too hot, it's an overcast day. And it feels like the rain is coming every now and then, but this omikoshi, held by kids. That's Leo saying gambare. Boy, those kids are tough. They gotta carry that for a long way. It's Leo saying gambare. He's got a big voice. All right, there's another one coming, I believe. Owatta? All right, they cleared the streets. なんか何か来るじゃない? They cleared the street. 今誰もいないこっち。何か来る? Something's coming? I don't know why, but the streets have sort of suddenly cleared out. The police have cleared out the streets. That's in front of Kaminarimon, the big red lantern, right there. This intersection. Probably you guys recognize it. But there's police buses. Leo has that Matchbox car or Tommy car, and he's more impressed with that than the festival. He wanted to go inside one. Of course, police aren't going to allow you kids to go inside their buses. They usually will change and have water breaks inside those buses, like mobile units, mobile offices, mobile police stations is what they are, more or less. This was Leo dancing. It's hard to keep he had his feet still, but right before this, he was dancing like crazy. So this is a great festival for kids as well because they have the taiko drums, the music, the beats, the different colors. There's lots of street food here. So it's a fun event for the kids. I think it's a great family outing as well. There's lots of crowds, and it does help if you plan where you're going to be going. I think that's kind of a big deal. Oh, here, down there where you can see one more. That guy with a case of chuhai on his shoulders. Looks like one of the big ones is coming. Is that why he cleared out? But one of the things that okay, one just came over here. You can see down the street. The omikoshi will just come out of an alley. It's unless you know the route, and I don't know how they know the route. It's chaotic. They'll just pop up behind you. And this one's coming towards us. There's some rain coming down. You see one person has an umbrella up. It's a fun festival. I'm here just for another 30 minutes and then I'm going to go back home. But one of the good things about this festival, it brings out a lot of people and you get to see a lot of sights. Like here's a dog walker with the other doggies. Sometimes they dress the dogs up in festival clothing. It's kind of cool to see. See foreign tourists making friends with people visiting Japan as well. That's always kind of nice to see. As I said, local people are really friendly, in particular during the time of the festivals here. Here comes a taiko drum procession. I wonder if they stop for the red light. Leo. I think they're transferring it to another area. Where's the rest of it? Where's the rest? They have the top covered because the rain is going to start coming down. I guess they know something we don't know, but this guy does not look like the sun is going to come out anytime soon. All right, that's all I got for you. I just wanted to share a little bit of this festival today. It's a special day in Tokyo. This was it the third weekend in May is something you should mark. If you just happen to be in Japan, this is one of the times to catch the festival because all the locals do come out. There's not as many. Actually, it's funny. There's not as many foreign tourists here. I just wonder if some of them don't know that this is taking place. So there's the shout out for the rest of you. This will be going on until later tonight. So I'll see everybody. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, you found me. How you doing? I just froze here. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I saw your stream, so.
Yeah, you got me. All right, just signing off here. All right, everybody, mata ne.